Right, shalom, shalom. First, I'd like to give all praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Waharakah Kodash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and honors to you brothers out there in the highways and the byways, teaching this word in all sincerity and in truth. Now, I want to go into the law and show a little bit about lineage and inheritance and how the seed matters. Cause these, if you listen to these goofy Christians, they'll have it where the seed don't matter. It's all about what you believe, and you can transform one from one thing to another, which is foolishness. You are what you are born, and what you are born has significance in the scriptures. Case in point, if you're born, if you're born, because they keep talking about the elect is gonna come out of every nation, as if there's an elect of every nation, instead of understanding the elect of Israel is gonna come out of every nation, because Israel is scattered among the nations, right? Which is the proper understanding. They're trying to make it look like if you're an Edomite, then there's a select amount of Edomites that the Lord's gonna deliver, and they are the elect. What do you know? That's foolishness. And I'll show you exactly how. Let's get Obadiah 1 and 18. Right? Obadiah 1 and 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire. Right? What's the house of Jacob? The descendants of Jacob, the family. And the house of Joseph a flame. And the house of Esau, right? That's the family. That's the nation of Esau. That's Esau's descendants according to sons. For stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. So that just dispels that there's an elect of every nation, because there obviously isn't an elect of Edom, because ain't no Edomites gonna be remaining. They're gonna be completely eradicated from the face of the earth. All right, which was a judgment which was a long time coming, ever since Cain, because the Cain and his descendants were reincarnated into the new world as Esau, Edom, and their descendants. All right, so that seed of Edom spiritually goes back to the seed of Cain. All right, but what you are born matters, right? You could be born into a blessing, you could be born into a curse, simply based upon who your father is. You could be born into a covenant. You could be born into an inheritance, simply based upon who your father is. Right? It don't work like that with your mother. That's why an Edomite, right? An Edomite could have a child with an Israelite woman. That child won't be under the covenant of Israel, even though the mother is. The child won't. Neither will the child be under the curses of Deuteronomy 28th chapter. Because the child is an Edomite of the seed of their father. And they can't change that. They could act like their mother. They could talk like their mother. They could love. They could hang around with their mother's side of the family. None of that matters. It's all about the seed. So let's jump back to Numbers 27. Right. This is the law of inheritance. It says, then came the daughter of Zelophehad, the son of Hepher, the son of Gilead, the son of Machir, the son of Manasseh. All right, so these were Manassites. These women were Manassites. What seed were they? Manassites, right? They are of the house of their fathers, right? Do they have seed? No, a woman doesn't have seed. A woman takes the seed from a man and grows it. But the woman itself, she is a seed. She doesn't carry it on though, right? It says the son of Manasseh, of the families of Manasseh, the son of Joseph, right? And these are the names of his daughters: Malah, Noah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Tirzah. And they stood before Moses and before Eleazar the priest and before the princes and all the congregation by the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, saying, our father died in the wilderness. Notice it doesn't make mention of their mother, because the important thing when it comes to inheritance ultimately is your father. Our father died in the wilderness, and he was not in the company of them that gathered themselves together against the Lord in the company of Korah, but died in his own sin and had no sons. Why should the name of our father be done away from among his family, because he hath no son? Give unto us therefore a possession among the brethren of our father. And Moses brought their cause before the Lord. So Moses consulted the Most High. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, the daughters of Zelophehad speak right. Right? So they spoke on behalf of their deceased father, and they spoke right. Thou shalt surely give them a possession of an inheritance among their father's brethren. What does that mean? Among the land that was given to Manasseh, the piece that was due unto him as part of his, because you had your family, you had your clan, you had your tribe. He would have been part of a clan, that family group, right? The piece of the land that was given to them, a piece would be shared unto these daughters to have, right? In their father's name, right? The daughters of Zelophehad speak right. Thou shalt surely give them a possession of an inheritance among their father's brethren, and that shall cause the inheritance of their father to pass on to them. And thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel, saying, if a man die and have no son, then ye shall cause his inheritance to pass on to his daughter. And if he have no daughter, then ye shall give his inheritance unto his brethren. And if he have no brethren, not his servant, his brethren. And if he have no brethren, then ye shall give his inheritance unto his father's brethren. And if his father have no brethren, then ye shall give his inheritance unto his kinsman that is next to him of his family. That's the clan. Yeah? And he shall possess it, and it shall be unto the children of Israel a statute of judgment, as the Lord commandeth Moses. So that should be all good and dandy, but unfortunately, there's furthermore, right? They had to deal with, but it was in righteousness. So now we're dealing with marriage. Numbers 36 and 1. And the chief fathers of the families of the children of Gilead, the son of Machir, the son of Manasseh, of the families of the sons of Joseph, came near and spake before Moses and before the princes, the chief fathers of the children of Israel. And they said, the Lord commanded my Lord to give the land for an inheritance by lot to the children of Israel. Right? Why was that? Because the children of Israel is the seed of Abraham. Why was that? Because the children of Israel, the physical descendants of Israel, are the children of Abraham. Why was the land divided among the Israelites, not among the mixed multitude? Because the mixed multitude had no inheritance in the land. Why was the land specifically divided among the children of Israel? Why? Let's get it. Right, so there's Genesis 15 and 13. And he said unto Abram, who is Abraham, know of a surety that thy seed, right? So these guys want you to believe that who the seed of Abraham is by belief. But that's not what the scriptures is talking about. The seed of Abraham, and even Yahushua confirmed it in John the 8th chapter, is the Israelites. However, of that seed, the ones who are going to be delivered are the ones who are as faithful as Abraham. And that's what the scriptures are speaking about. All right, that's the elect. Right? The elect is the seed of Abraham, not only according to their birth, but according to their spirit. It is confirmed. It does not mean that some random dons who are of another seed are transforming themselves into the seed of Abraham. No, the seed of Abraham will never and has never changed. It's the same people, the same descendants. That's why Paul declared himself to be what? Of the seed of Abraham. And he said unto Abraham, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs. Right? Just like we are today, the majority of Israelites are scattered in lands that are not our own. Just like in First Peter's, where it speaks about to the strangers scattered. Or right? Stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years. And also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge, the Egyptians, right? And afterward shall they come out with great substance. And didn't the Lord punish Egypt according to the seed? Was not the firstborn of all Egypt punished? What about the firstborn of the mixed multitude? No, it was the firstborn of the Egyptians. Right? Judgment came upon them. It wasn't something that was placed upon the whole world. It was placed upon Egypt. And Egypt is a nation of people who's Mizraim. All right? And thou shalt go to thy fathers in peace. Thou shalt be buried in a good old age. But in the fourth generation they shall come hither again. For the iniquity of the Amorites is not yet full. All right, so they were already due to get smoked. And it came to pass that when the sun went down and it was dark, behold, a smoking furnace and a burning lamp that passed between those pieces. In the same day the Lord made a covenant with Abram, saying, unto thy seed have I given this land, from the river of Egypt unto the great river, the river Euphrates. The Kenites and the Kenizzites and the Cadmonites and the Hittites and the Perizzites and the Rephaims and the Amorites and the Canaanites and the Girgashites and the Jebusites. So that land was going to be translated to the seed of Abraham. That seed was going to go into Egypt. That seed was going to be brought forth out of Egypt. And that seed was going to receive the covenant, including the land. All right? These guys want to play games, but that's what's in the scriptures. So going back to Numbers 36, this is why the land was given for an inheritance by lot to the children of Israel. Right? And my Lord was commanded by the Lord to give the inheritance unto Zelophehad, our brother, unto his daughters. And if they be married to one of the sons of the other tribes of the children of Israel, then shall their inheritance be taken from the inheritance of our fathers, and shall be put to the inheritance of the tribe whereinto they are received. So what does that tell you about the children those women produce? The children those women produce are of the seed and tribe of their fathers. So whatever tribe they married into, those children are of the seed of that tribe. And the same thing goes with a nation. This is where you get the word mamzer. What is a mamzer? A mamzer is an illegitimate child. How is a child illegitimate unto the law in Israel? Well, they're illegitimate if they're not an Israelite. If a child has a mother who is an Israelite, but the father is of another nation, that child is illegitimate. That's a bastard. Because it's not one of us. Now, in this case, the child wouldn't be a bastard, so to speak, because it'd still be an Israelite. However, the land would be being transferred from one tribe to another. So what did they say? Then shall their inheritance be taken from the inheritance of our fathers, and shall be put to the inheritance of the tribe whereunto they are received. So shall it be taken from the lot of our inheritance. And when the jubilee of the children of Israel shall be, then shall their inheritance be put unto the inheritance of the tribe whereunto they are received. Right? Because the inheritance was going to go from the mother onto the seed that the mother bare, but the seed that the mother bare wasn't of her seed. It was of the seed of the father. You see? Where was I? So shall their inheritance be taken away from the inheritance of the tribe of our fathers. And Moses commanded the children of Israel according to the word of the Lord, saying, the tribe of the sons of Joseph have said well. Yeah? This is the thing which the Lord doth command concerning the daughters of Zelophehad, saying, let them marry to whom they think best, only to the family of the tribe of their father shall they marry. So shall not the inheritance of the children of Israel remove from tribe to tribe. For every one of the children of Israel shall keep himself to the inheritance of the tribe of his fathers. And every daughter that possesseth an inheritance in any tribe of the children of Israel shall be wife unto one of the family of the tribe of her father, that the children of Israel may enjoy every man the inheritance of his fathers. Neither shall the inheritance remove from one tribe to another, but every one of the tribes of the children of Israel shall keep himself to his own inheritance. So even though the land was for the seed of Abraham, the Lord wanted Israel to be divided according to tribes in the land, and for those divisions to stay. And them divisions are going, the land is going to be divided among the tribes again in the kingdom of heaven, because that's how the Lord wants it. That's the order. That's why the scripture speaks about Jeremiah. Where we at? Should be 23. Their folds. Right? Jeremiah 23:3. And I will gather the remnant of my flock out of the countries whither I have driven them. This is the Israelites. And will bring them again to their folds, and they shall be fruitful and increase. So the folds represents those divisions of inheritance. You got Benjamin over there. You got Gad over there. You understand? Those are the folds. But the folds are divided by seed, by father's lineage, by the house of the fathers. Just as the inheritance of the nation is divided by seed. But the covenant can only be possessed and is only given unto the seed of Abraham. So no one else can inherit that. So let's say you get a woman, right? An Israelite woman. She deals with an Edomite. The child will not inherit the covenant of Abraham, because the covenant of Abraham literally goes from father to son, according to the seed. Because that's what the promise was with Abraham. So you can't basically sex your way into that. And if a heathen tried to take inheritance that way, or take the land through intermarriage, guess what? The land would spew them out. It would destroy them. Because that land is only for, ultimately, the seed of Abraham. Because that was the promise made to Abraham. But what I'm showing you is how the seed operates in terms of inheritance of land and identity. Your identity goes back to your father and not your mother. So Lord willing, that was edifying.